Good morning, class of 2025. This is your first course selection. Course selection is very important for you and your parents. My advice to you is to not schedule a class because your friends are taking that class. Please see me or any of the department chairpersons if you have any questions about a particular class. Your choices for sophomore year will be in math, science, English, and social studies. Each department chairperson will explain the choices to you, which are dependent on the listed prerequisites that can be found in the handbook. You will take a second year of the same language, and you will also have theology. The art, music, and wellness will be explained to you as well. So without further ado, I would like to begin with Mrs. Amy McDonald, who is our science department chair.
Thanks, Mrs. Quinn.
You're welcome.
Hi, freshmen. So going into sophomore year, freshmen have a small number of choices for which course you're going to select. You are currently completing or might have completed in the fall biology or honors biology, which all freshmen take when they enter our school. And then you're going to move on into one of two paths. The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania requires that all students graduate high school having taken one biological science at least, and you're currently completing that. You're also required by the Commonwealth to complete at least one physical science. So the physical science offerings begin in sophomore year. Conceptual chemistry, chemistry, and honors chemistry are your options for a chemistry for physical science. And depending on your strengths in math and your prior science classes, you would be placed or request one of those three classes. The requirements would be for conceptual chemistry, you need to have had a passing grade in biology and also in Algebra 1. To proceed into chemistry class, you would need a minimum of a C+ in biology and a B in Algebra 1 because there's a lot of math in the chemistry classes. To proceed into honors chemistry, your minimum requirement in honors biology is at least an A-. If you took biology, your minimum grade would have to be an A. You also need, no matter where you're coming from, for your Algebra 1 class, if you're coming from Algebra 1, you need an A-, or if you're coming from honors Algebra 2, you need a minimum of an A- also in that class. There's a small option for students who feel that perhaps due to some need for, you want to strengthen your math maybe before you proceed into a chemistry class, you do have the option to go into environmental science first. Environmental science requires that you have a passing grade in biology. It's a laboratory-based course, just as all our science classes are at Nazareth. So you have the option to take environmental science if you would like to wait before you take a chemistry class as a junior. And that's only for those who feel they really need the option to get a little more strengthening in their math skills before they go to chemistry. By the time you graduate Nazareth, you need not only the biological and a physical science of some sort, Nazareth does require that you take a total of at least 3 sciences. So that third science you would pick up in junior year. So we can talk about that next year at this time. So other than that, if anybody has any questions about your science electives coming up or your required classes coming up also, you can see me in the physics lab. So thank you.
All right. Hello, freshmen. You have the option to take art next year, but you would postpone your history. Even if you did not take art this year, you still have the opportunity to take art next year. You'll still be in art 2. The disciplines we cover are painting, printmaking, mixed media, mosaics, and ceramics. We also have visiting artists come and teach their specific medium of art. We take amazing trips. We go to museums in Philadelphia and up to New York to the MoMA and to the Metropolitan Museum. And we also have lots of scholarships to art classes in colleges around Philadelphia. So if you are interested in taking summer classes or any other art classes outside of school, come and see me. And if you have any questions, come see me. Thank you.
Okay. And I'm Mrs. Konovich, and I'm here today to talk to you about your math options for next year. And if you look at the sheet that you were given by your homeroom teacher, you'll see that if you're currently in Algebra 1, that you have the option to take Algebra 2 or to double in Algebra 2 and Geometry. In order to double, you do need a B+ in Algebra 1 this year, and you also need to intend to take calculus during your senior year. If you get an A in Algebra 1, and that's a solid A, a 96, then you are eligible for Honors Algebra 2 as a sophomore, and you can also double Honors Algebra 2 and Honors Geometry with that A in Algebra 1. But again, you must intend to take calculus if you choose to double sophomore year so that you have in math all 4 years. If you're in Honors Algebra 2 this year, then you have the option of taking either geometry, honors geometry, as long as you received an A- in Honors Algebra 2, or you can also double as a sophomore taking honors geometry and honors trig pre-calc. Just keep in mind that there is a prerequisite for honors trig pre-calc. You must earn an A- in honors geometry in your first semester to go on to the second semester honors trig pre-calc. And if you do not, then we'll have to reschedule you in January of next year. I also want to mention that at the end of this presentation, course selection will be live. And I think I saw most of you in your study skills class. You know where to go. But for those of you who I didn't see, you would go to Quick Links in PowerSchool and then to course registration. And then you can begin to make your selections there. Okay, thank you.
Hi, ladies. This is Mr. Turner. Just want to give you your options for sophomore year for English. And really, you have two. If you are currently in Honors English 1 and you get an A- or an A, you automatically ascend to Honors English 2. If you are currently in College Prep English 1, you may ascend to Honors English 2, but there are a few prerequisites. You must have an A- or an A in English 1, and you also have to get a recommendation from your English teacher, plus successfully negotiate the placement test, which will be administered at some point in April. More information will be in your email to come about the opportunity to take the placement test. If you're currently in English 1 and do not wish to ascend to Honors English 2, you will be rostered in regular College Prep English 2 going forward.
Hi, girls. I'm Mrs. Warwick, and I teach a wonderful course called Wellness for Life that you take your sophomore year. The course entails physical, mental, and social health, and we meet 5 days a week. It is a full blocks course, and 3 days we're in the classroom, and 2 days a week we are in the gym. We do a variety of activities. Most of it is projects and hands-on activities, as well as a whole huge variety of fitness activities. And the requirements really are for you to bring a journal and get a gym uniform before you come. It's a wonderful course, and the idea of it is help you to become the best or healthiest version of you. Look forward to seeing you next year. Thank you.
Hi, girls. I'm Mish Malko, and I'm here today to talk to you about your music options for next year. So anyone is able to take a music lesson. We offer them during your lunch, your activity, or a study. And the music lessons that we offer voice, piano, any of the woodwinds, brass, or percussion. And if you take a music lesson and you are in one of our performing ensembles like chorus or orchestra, you could opt to be a music minor, which is a half a credit. And for those that are currently taking Music Major 1, for next year, you are eligible for Music Major 2, which will be a 3-day-a-week half-block course. And it'll be a continuation of Music Major 1. We're going to do more advanced ear training and music theory, and then along with taking your lesson and continuing in the ensemble. So signups are going to be available online, and you're going to please fill out your course selection form along with the music department form so that I can know what lessons you're going to sign up for. And that link will be emailed out to everybody later today. And if you have any questions, just come and see me in the music department. But I always say, maybe if you did music in elementary school or you want to pick it back up while you're in high school, now's the time to try something new. All right. Thank you.
Good morning, freshmen or rising sophomores. I'm Mr. Clark from the Social Studies Department, and the path for Social Studies is pretty easy. You have two choices. You could take US 1, or if you'd like to take Honors US, you can absolutely do that as long as you meet the prerequisites. If you were in Honors World Civ, you would need an A or A minus and a 3.5 GPA with a B plus in English. If you didn't take Honors World Civ, it's not the end of the world. You're still good. If you're in regular World Civ, you need an A with a 3.5 GPA as well as the B plus in English. If you have any questions, I'm in the Social Studies Center or room 13 here on the ground floor. Unless I'm roaming around the school, then you can see me at some point in the hallway. But if you have any questions, make sure you see me. And now back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Good morning. A few things that you should remember as you prepare to schedule your courses for next year. Course selection should be an individual decision and should be based on selecting courses that will best prepare you for your college and career goals. You are registering for the entire year, so there's no guarantee which semester your courses will be scheduled. Also, please pay attention to the course prerequisites on the papers you received in homeroom. If you are not sure of your past grades, to check those prerequisites, please see either myself or Miss Ennis. Online course selection will be turned on at the end of this assembly through PowerSchool, and you can go to it through quick links and then course registration. It begins today and will end on January 20th. If you have any problems, please see me or Miss Ennis. If you have any questions about which courses or the prerequisites, please talk to your teachers, your department chairs who will speak to you today, your counselors, or you can always come to see me. If you have any problems registering for a specific course online, please come to see me and I will help you. There are some special cases where I will need to manually enter the courses. For example, if you are a sophomore but are in Honors Spanish 3, the option of AP Spanish will not be available for you for next year because it's traditionally a senior course. So if you can't see a course that you want to take, please come to see me and I will manually put it in for you. Juniors and seniors can register for 8 courses instead of 7, and there are many opportunities and combinations available. If you are taking 2 courses within the same department or doubling, please keep in mind that if one course is the prerequisite for the other course, that we will need to check that in January, and if you don't meet the prerequisite, we will reschedule you for the spring. Remember that taking 8 courses is not for everyone. Your lunch will be at activity period every day, and it is a very full schedule. Music majors taking 8 courses will often have difficulty scheduling lessons and may have to take them before or after school. If you are taking several AP or honors courses, you may want to have the activity period available to keep up with your coursework. Also, just keep in mind when you're thinking about the decision to take 7 or 8 courses, think about your GPA. A GPA is an average of the grades in all of your courses. So taking an extra course doesn't necessarily raise your GPA and could, in fact, bring it down if you spread yourself too thin across 8 courses and you don't do as well in those 8 courses. Your average may go down. So as I said, it's not for everyone, and really, really consider it carefully. Please listen carefully to the department chairs. They each have important information for you about the courses in their department. Sister Teresa Mary will be talking to you about dual enrollment at Holy Family, and Mrs. Quinn will be talking to you about courses available through AVLI. If you choose to take a dual enrollment course, we will do our best to accommodate the Holy Family courses within your Nazareth Academy schedule. AVLI courses are online, and the coursework can be completed during a study period. We will do our best to accommodate every request, but please remember that we may not be able to schedule you for all of the courses you request. If this happens, we will contact you to give you your options. Thank you.
Thanks, Ms. Skanovich. Hi, ladies. The courses available for rising juniors and rising seniors are very similar. There's only a small amount of differences between them, but I am going to take each class separately. So those students who are registering for junior year classes, you are currently either in some kind of a chemistry course or an environmental science course. So if you're coming from a chemistry course, you have several options. You have already completed by this point the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania requirement that you have 1 biological science and 1 physical science, that's your chemistry, to graduate. However, Nazareth requires that you have a total of at least 3 sciences to graduate. So having fulfilled the first 2, you can really move into any of the elective sciences. So if you're in conceptual chemistry, you want to look at your list of science electives and the prerequisite grades for that. If you're currently in chemistry, you can again take a science elective class, or you can take AP biology. And if you're in honors chemistry, you can move into AP biology, AP chemistry, and or any of the science electives. If you're a student who is currently in environmental science as a sophomore, you still need to fulfill that requirement, the state requirement that you take a physical science. So that has to be a chemistry class. So anyone who is a sophomore currently in environmental science, you should register for some kind of chemistry course. So your options are either conceptual chemistry or chemistry. You also have the option to also add on any of the science electives. So you can always add something one. The science electives, this is when, as you're going into junior year, this is when your opportunity to double in science is opening up. So you have a lot of courses available to you. If anyone is interested in honors physics and AP physics, you would sign up for both of those, and you could be rostered if it works out. We'll have to see with Mrs. Konovich. If it works out, you could be rostered for a fall session of honors physics as a junior, and seniors, this would go for you too. And then you could be scheduled for AP Physics in the spring. AP Physics is only offered in the spring. It's a one-semester science AP course. Science electives also include anatomy and physiology, environmental science, and contemporary astronomy. These are all lab-based sciences. They're full science courses, even though they're called electives. So other than that, the girls who are current sophomores moving into junior year, that's kind of the overview of what your options for rostering. The girls who are current juniors and are going to register for a senior roster next year. If you are currently coming from a chemistry class, you have all the science electives available to you. If you're coming from a chemistry course, regular chemistry, you could register for AP Biology or a science elective. If you're currently in honors chemistry, you could also register for AP Bio, science electives, or because you're coming from honors chemistry, you're also eligible to register for AP Chemistry. AP Chemistry is a 2-semester AP course, and it meets every day for 2 semesters, so that's a big commitment. If you're currently a junior in AP Biology, you could register for AP Chemistry if you meet the minimum requirements, or you could also move into a science elective as well. And if you're in AP Chemistry right now, you could move into AP Biology, which is also a 2-semester, everyday advanced placement course. So that's a rigorous course, or you could take a science elective. Science electives are available, and you can sign up for any of the science electives as long as you meet the requirements. Anybody in senior year can take that. So you can double. Most of our students graduate with more than the minimum of the 3 courses required to graduate. As far as the electives go, I already mentioned honors physics. You could take honors physics as an elective. You could also move from that into AP Physics in the spring. Anatomy and physiology is a good elective if you're interested in any of the allied health fields as you graduate. Environmental science is a good course. You need a passing grade in biology for that. So the only other remaining science elective is contemporary astronomy with Mr. Severino, and you have a biology and chemistry requirement for that class. Other than that, if you have any questions at all related to your science course selection, please feel free to see me, Mrs. McDonald, in the physics lab anytime. Thanks, girls.
Hi, girls. So for, was I going first? So for your junior and senior year, I hope you consider taking an art class. The disciplines we cover in art are printmaking, painting, mixed media, mosaic, and ceramics. We take trips to museums, both in Philadelphia and New York. We have visiting artists come to the classroom and teach us their specific discipline in art. So specifically Art 3, there is no prerequisite for Art 3. If you're a junior and you choose to take art, you will be in Art 3 automatically. Any music majors or anybody who hasn't taken art previously will still be in Art 3. For rising seniors, your options are Art 4 and Honors Portfolio Art. We have also just partnered with Moore College of Art and Design to do some dual enrollment. So if you are an art major and you are interested in continuing your education in art after high school, please come see me. This is a great opportunity, so I hope you'll come see me for that. And I think that's everything I have. If you're interested in the classes during the summer, we also offer scholarships to lots of local colleges as well. So if you have any questions, come see me. Thank you very much.
Hello again. Now I will be talking to you about your math options for next year. So for rising juniors, you have several options, as you can see on the paper that you received in homeroom, and I'm just going to go over a few of them, not all of them. But for example, if this year in sophomore year you are taking Algebra 2, you can choose to take geometry, or you can double and take geometry and trig pre-calc. There are many other options here, and I'd be happy to talk to you about any of them if you want to, but I just wanted to do one example from each class. And if we look at the rising seniors, this year during junior year, if you are in a trig pre-calc class or an honors trig pre-calc class, you have options to take calculus or honors calculus next year. From honors trig pre-calc, you also have the option to take AP calculus, and you can see that the prerequisite grades are listed on this sheet as well. In addition to the geometry, trig pre-calc, and calculus classes, there are also 2 math elective courses, statistics and AP statistics. Also, again, please pay careful attention to those prerequisites. As far as STEM classes, we have 3 STEM electives available to you, and you can see them at the bottom of your course selection sheet there. Criminalistic forensics studies how forensics are applied to the criminal justice system by law enforcement agencies. Principles of Engineering is a project-based course in which students will investigate the major engineering disciplines through a variety of hands-on design projects. And next year we have a new STEM course. It's 2D and 3D product design and fabrication technologies. And this is a project-based course that will focus on the conception, design, fabrication, and prototyping of products utilizing the equipment in our Innovation Center. Okay, so those are your math and your STEM options for next year. Thank you, girls.
Good morning, girls. For those who don't know me, I'm Mr. Marchese. I teach the computer classes here and world history. So for business and computer electives, you have 2 business choices: Intro to Business, which is going to be a broad overview of if you want it to be a business major, and Financial Management or Financial Literacy, which is an excellent course because it teaches you not business math necessarily, but math that you need in everyday life, checkbook, stock market, things like that, which is extremely helpful. As far as computers, we have a whole bunch of computer classes you could take, starting with computer applications, the foundation course. It covers Office 365, and whatever the latest Office that we're running currently is 2019. So Excel, Word, PowerPoint, Outlook, and Access when we get to it. After that, after taking that course, you could take a number of courses: Computer Applications 2, which is the second level, the intermediate level of all of those programs; Digital Photography and Video Editing, which covers Photoshop. So if you have, not that any of you have boyfriends, you're all too young to date, but you can cut out your former person out of pictures using Photoshop. And Premiere, which is video editing, which is what we do for video editing. We also have Desktop Publishing, which covers HTML, web design programming, Dreamweaver web design, and Publisher for desktop publishing. And then we have super interesting courses on both honors courses, Honors Computer Science Principles, which again is an intro course. And it's a broad course about almost every computer science class that you can take. We do a little bit about everything, cybersecurity, programming, how computers talk to each other, networking, and things like that. And new for this year is Honors Computer Science A, which is a Java programming class. For Honors Computer Science Principles, you need to pass Algebra 1 and have a 3.5 GPA. For Honors Computer Science A, you need to pass Honors Computer Science Principles. Any questions? I'm in room 324, or you can email me and I'll get back to you.
So, ladies, just to give you your options for the English department for junior and senior year. First, for sophomores, if you are currently in Honors English 2, to ascend to AP Language and Composition, you need to have either an A- or an A for the semester. If you are in College Prep English 2 and wish to ascend to AP, you must have an A for English 2 and also pass the placement test, which will be coming up in April. Check your emails for that in the coming weeks. If you are currently in English 2 and do not desire to take AP English, you will be rostered for College Prep English 3. For our rising seniors, the choices are pretty limited and pretty simple. If you are currently in English 3, you will be in English 4. If you are currently in AP Language and Composition, as long as you have an A- or an A, you will ascend to AP Language.
Hi, girls. I'm Ms. Schmelko, and I'm the chairperson of the music department. So I first want to talk to you that anybody is eligible and able to take music lessons here at school. They're offered during your lunch, activity period, or study. And we offer lessons in piano, voice, any of the woodwinds, any of the brass, and also percussion. So if you decide to take a music lesson and you're in one of our ensembles, you are eligible to roster as a music minor, and that gives you half a credit on your report card. For those of you that are currently music majors, if you're currently in Music Major 2, you're eligible to take Honors Music Major 3 next year, which will just continue the same theory work that we've been working on, and it will also add in part writing and dictation. And this is a full block course that runs on alternating days throughout the year. Besides your lesson and ensemble requirement, we ask that you be in 2 ensembles for Honors Music Major 3. For those rising seniors that are currently in Honors Music Major 3, you are eligible for 3 different options. You can take AP Music next year, you can take Honors Music 4, and then also Honors Music Seminar 5. So the AP course prepares you for the AP test, and we continue to work on advanced ear training, dictation, and part writing. And then if you roster for the AP course, you must take the AP test at the end of the year. And then Honors Music 4 is working on some of those same concepts, but you will not take the AP test at the end of the year. If you roster for AP Music or Honors 4, you're then eligible to roster for Music Seminar 5, and that really is tailored to who is rostered for the class. Some years we have done musical theater, we've done conducting, we've done music technology and recording projects. We also include the history of music in Philadelphia as well. And then just making sure that if you can only take this course if you're rostered for AP or the Honors 4. For this registration for any of your music courses, besides filling out your course selection form, you will fill out an additional form for the music department, and that will be emailed out to everybody today. Okay. Thank you.
Hi, girls. I'm Mrs. O'Leary here to talk about world languages. And if you are thinking about taking a level 3 language course, if you're a sophomore this year and will be a junior next year in most cases, a level 3 language course is an honors course. So be aware that it's certainly a big step up from what you're doing this year. And you need to have at least a solid B average in your level 2 language class. So that's a solid B, not a B minus, but a solid B, which is an 87 or above in your level 2 class. If you are about to take a level 4 language class, so in most cases that would be somebody who is a junior right now and will be a senior next year, a level 4 language class can be taken as either an honors or as an AP class. To take it as an honors class, which again is a big step up, you have to have at least a B average in the previous course, which is your level 3 course. So that's a solid B average, not a B minus, but a solid B average in your level 3 class to take a level 4 language class. If you're interested in taking the AP language exam, then you would take it at the AP level. Your level 4 class would be an AP class. To do that, though, you need to have at least an A minus average in your previous class. So you need to have at least an A minus in your level 3 language class. Be very aware that if you take the language course at an AP level, it's certainly a very big step up. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but you have to be realistic. It is indeed challenging. But of course, we need to get you ready to take that AP language exam, which is not easy. And remember, if you take the level 4 language class at an AP level, then of course that means you absolutely will and you are committed to taking the AP language exam. So we certainly hope to see a lot of you next year. And if you have any questions, of course, feel free to see me in room 220. Thank you.
Good morning, sophomores and juniors. Mr. Clark to talk to you about your options for social studies. So as rising juniors and seniors, you have earned some options in the social studies department. Some of those options, criminal justice, women in history, epidemiology throughout history, there's AP Gov, there's psychology, AP psychology. So there are a lot of options for you to find something you're interested in because, you know, the state of Pennsylvania requires 3 years of a social studies, but we wouldn't mind if you took one more. For psychology, there was a slight change for this year. If you're a sophomore, you take psychology, great. Juniors, if you want to take AP psychology, it's recommended that you take psychology, but it's not required. And then in that case, you would need from psychology, if you're taking the option, A minus or A, 3.5 GPA and a B plus in English. If you have any questions, I'm down here in the Social Studies Center, room 13. I'm roaming the hallways. Find me, ask me any questions, and I'll answer them as best I can.
Okay. All right. Hello, I'm Sister Teresa Mary Lukashevsky, and I'm here to talk about dual enrollment. So dual enrollment is an arrangement that Nazareth Academy High School has with Holy Family University. You can gain college credit that can possibly be used for your future university, but you also gain a credit on your Nazareth transcript. You gain the experience of a college level course, and the course is credited on your Nazareth transcript, but it does not go into your GPA. The cost of the course for a Holy Family dual enrollment is $400, and that is separate from your Nazareth tuition. You can take a 100-level course, and this course is 100-level courses are the courses that basically freshmen take in university. Okay, and those courses are listed on the website. Most of our Nazareth students take religion courses or they've taken English courses, but we also have had students take a whole variety of classes depending on what they would like to do in the university. We can talk about that. So please see the list of those courses on the website. It is my suggestion that if you are interested in doing dual enrollment, the first thing you do is you go up on the website, you go to students, go to dual enrollment, and all the information is there. So please review that as well as the links. After that, if you have any questions or if you really want to do dual enrollment, you email me. Please email me, and then I will make arrangements with you to make an appointment to see you in my office, give you the packet, and we'll make those arrangements. Please know, bottom line, there is a procedure that needs to be followed for registration into a dual enrollment class. Okay? So email me if you are interested, but please go up on the website and read the info first. But then email me with any questions. Email me and make an appointment, and we can sit down and talk about that. Okay? Thank you.
Good morning. Sister Teresa just spoke to you about Holy Family University courses, and I sent an email to all rising juniors and seniors regarding the AVLI offerings. I would also like to add AP Environmental Science is going to be offered. And I also wanted to add one additional point in that all AP courses that are taken through AVLI may automatically gain credit granted by Creighton University. So thank you for listening, and please feel free to contact any of the presenters today should you have any questions.